Transfer news. Live updates: Chelsea's Luiz to Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool and more. Transfer news. Live updates, gossip, deals and rumours throughout the day and night. Friday, November 17, 9:45 a.m. Victor Moses believes his new contract last season spurred him on to produce his best for Chelsea. He said, the contract, gave me even more of a boost to go out there and enjoy my football. The new deal gave me a lot more confidence to say this is where I belong, this is where I want to play, this is where I want to help my team and to win trophies. Chelsea is one of the biggest football clubs in the world. I am happy here and enjoying it. 8:50 a.m. Manchester United are stepping up their pursuit of Tottenham star Danny Rose and could make a January bid for him. As Star Sport revealed last month, Jose Mourinho is confident that he will complete a £45 million deal for the fullback in the summer, beating Chelsea to his signature. And the Sun now add that the special one could bring his plans for Rose forward to this winter. A source told the paper, it is not secret that Jose likes Rose. He is looking to make a move for him in January when the window opens. He could prove difficult to get though, as Tottenham do not like dealing with United. It all depends on money at the end of the day. 8 a.m. Newcastle could sign Barcelona goalkeeper Jasper Cillessen for just £9 million. Reports in Spain suggest the Dutchman, who has been a long-term target for Newcastle, is on the list of Barca players who could be sold. 7:15 a.m. Everton could reportedly face competition from AC Milan for the signature of Dynamo Kiev defender Domagoj Vida. Reports in Ukraine say that the Italian side are keen to snap him up when he becomes a free agent in the new year, with Everton also vying for his signature. 6:40 a.m. Cristiano Ronaldo is reportedly considering a move to the MLS. The Portuguese icon is said to be unhappy at Real Madrid. Ronaldo has been linked with a move to Chelsea and Manchester United already this week. But according to Italian outlet, Calciomercato, the 32-year-old is considering joining MLS side LA Galaxy. 5:45 a.m. Man City are looking to swoop in and sign Antoine Griezmann. The French striker has been linked with a move to Old Trafford for a number of years and nearly moved there in the summer. Atletico's transfer ban meant they were unable to sign a replacement, so Griezmann remained in Madrid out of loyalty. But according to Sport, Pep Guardiola has been in contact with the 26-year-old about joining his exciting project at the Etihad. 500 am. Arsenal have joined the race for Middlesbrough teenage star Marcus Tavernier. The Teesside outfit are fighting to keep hold of their 18-year-old starlet. According to the Daily Mail, Arsenal, Everton, Bournemouth and Aston Villa are all interested in acquiring his services. 4 a.m. Arsenal should attempt to sign Gareth Bale. That is according to former midfielder David Bentley. The Welshman is reportedly at risk of losing his spot at the Bernabeu and has been linked with a number of English clubs. And Bentley believes he should return to the red half of North London. He told 888 Sport, In the January window they're going to be struggling to get a concrete, long-term replacement. But for me, if there was an option of going for Gareth Bale, who is available and can have an effect long-term, then Arsenal will pay the wages. 2:40 AM, David Moyes has been handed a lifeline in West Ham's bid to sign William Carvalho. The Sporting Lisbon man almost signed for the Hammers in the summer before a nasty fallout between the hierarchy of the two clubs. However, the Portuguese outfit's president, Bruno de Carvalho, may be looking for a truce. There was this soap regarding West Ham, but it is not interesting, it is not important because there was nothing, he told IB Times. If we close this soap, I will deal with West Ham again. 1 AM, Rafael Varane insists he is not interested in leaving Real Madrid. Manchester United have been linked with the defender, as manager Jose Mourinho previously coached the centre-back. But Varane recently signed a new contract at the Bernabeu to dispel talk of a switch. And the player has come out to deny he is considering leaving the La Liga giants. Varane said, "I am very, very happy, it is my 7th season in the club and I hope there are many more." Transfer news, live updates, gossip, deals and rumours throughout the day and night. Thursday, November 16, 10:35 p.m. Chelsea defender David Luiz could be set for a reunion with Jose Mourinho at Manchester United. The Brazilian centre-back is extremely unhappy following his bust-up with boss Antonio Conte. Apart from his row with Conte, the 30-year-old is frustrated the club's hierarchy have not backed him after the Italian axed him for the 1-0 home win over Mourinho's United 12 days ago. Conte picked Dane Andreas Christensen instead and even had 17-year-old Ethan Ampadu on the bench ahead of Luiz. And Star Sport understands Manchester United boss Mourinho is ready to step in to take a player he worked with at Stamford Bridge, with Chelsea sure to want at least the £34 million they paid Paris Saint-Germain for Luiz. 10 p.m, Josh Harrop quit Manchester United because he was desperate to get first-team football, according to his Preston teammate Ben Pearson. Harrop, 21, left United in the summer after his Old Trafford contract ran out. And Pearson told Sky Sports, with the money being spent at that club it was always going to be tough for him to carry that on. He has made a similar decision to me, to come here and play games. For many young players that has to be the route if you're not getting regular football at a Premier League club. There are two ways of doing it really. You either come down from the Premier League or you work your way up the way that Preston's former non-league striker, Jordan Hugill has done. 9:05 p.m, Cristiano Ronaldo wants to join Chelsea. Reports have claimed the Portugal international has told Real Madrid president Florentino Perez is desperate to leave the club at the end of the season. And according to Spanish transfer outlet Don Balón, Ronaldo has told his agent Jorge Mendes to sort a move to Chelsea. They claim Ronaldo thinks Manchester United cannot afford to sign him and is keen to live in London. It is added that the real star is desperate to return to the Premier League. Chelsea is his preferred destination, with United the attacker's second option. 8:40 p.m, ESPN claim Manchester United are watching West Ham youngster Domingos Quina closely. The Portugal youth scored for the under-19s against Spain this week. And Jose Mourinho had United representatives in attendance. The midfielder joined West Ham from Chelsea and is pushing for first-team action. The Hammers want to tie Quina down to a new longer contract, with his current deal expiring in 2019. 7:50 p.m, Joe Gomez will have as much attention on him as Virgil van Dijk when Liverpool face Southampton, according to Reds legend Mark Lawrenson. Focus in the build-up to Saturday's showdown has surrounded the Saints' Dutch centre-half. Van Dijk makes his first visit to Anfield since his highly publicised failed transfer to Liverpool in the summer. The Reds were accused of tapping up the Southampton man as they went in search of a quality defender. The spotlight will be on Virgil van Dijk, whom Southampton refused to sell to Liverpool in the summer, Lawrenson wrote in his BBC Sport column. It will be very interesting to see how he gets on at Anfield. But he will not be the only centre-half that people will be watching if Reds defender Joe Gomez plays in that position after doing extremely well there for England. 6:50 p.m, Javier Hernandez has quashed suggestions he is looking for a route out of West Ham and back to former club Chivas. The striker only signed at the London Stadium from Bayer Leverkusen in the summer but has already been linked with a swift exit. Chicharito has scored 4 goals with West Ham struggling in 18th place, and his old manager at Manchester United, David Moyes, has now taken charge. In reply to the rumour, Hernandez tweeted, "Completely false. I am 100% committed to helping improve the situation we are experiencing all at West Ham. And as always I say this, I am #Chivade Corazon, but I have not asked to leave West Ham in no time." 6:20 p.m, Arsenal star Jack Wilshere should leave the Gunners, says ex-Watford striker Odion. For him to get more games and to be ready for the World Cup, he has to play more, Iholo told Premier League Daily. If he's still there and he's not getting the opportunities to play, I'd advise him to leave. He's a very good player, he can't be there sitting on the bench. If he cannot play at Arsenal, he can play at any other big team in the Premier League. 5:40 p.m, Philippe Coutinho insists he has not taken the time to think about his future as a player. The Barcelona target told Goal, "To be honest, I never stopped to think about the player I wanted to become. I have idols and a success idea, yes, but I've never had a picture in my head of how it should be. I think it's because I believe there are always ways to improve, so there cannot really be a complete picture, it's always a work in progress. I just aim to be the best version of myself in every aspect, every day." 5:15 p.m, Gareth Bale and Karim Benzema will quit Real Madrid if Cristiano Ronaldo leaves. Real talisman Ronaldo has been heavily linked with a Bernabeu exit in recent weeks. Reports have claimed the Portugal international has told Real president Florentino Perez he's desperate to leave the club at the end of the season. and according to Spanish transfer outlet Don Balón, Ronaldo's teammates will quit with the attacker. They claim Bale and Benzema have told Real they will leave if Ronaldo is sold next summer. Don Balón add that Bale feels he hasn't been treated well by Real with his injury problems. Related articles: Barcelona to sign £54 million Christian Eriksen if Liverpool deny Philippe Coutinho move. Report: Real Madrid agreement to sign Kepa ends links to Man United keeper David De Gea. Report: Jose Mourinho, Marcus Rashford, Scott McTominay and Jesse Lingard will not leave Man United. (4:45 p.m) Arsenal players have less loyalty than Tottenham stars, according to former gunner Emmanuel Petit. Harry Kane and Delali have been linked with the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona, while Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez are set to leave or run down their contracts. Ahead of Saturday's North London derby, Petit told Paddy Power, Tottenham are not yet at the same level as Arsenal, but their players have a loyalty and pride in their club that the Arsenal players don't. The Gunners' best players often want to leave, and this has been the case for a while now. It's often asked what would happen is Real Madrid or Barcelona came in for Harry Kane and Delali. But I have the feeling that, unlike in the past, these guys would choose to stay. 4:15 p.m. England ace Joe Gomez turned down Chelsea on more than one occasion before joining Liverpool. According to The Telegraph, Liverpool's Premier League rivals pursued him in his teenage years at Charlton. The London-born defender had the opportunity to sign for Chelsea at the age of 15 with best friend Casey Palmer. While Palmer headed for Stamford Bridge, Gomez stayed at the Valley, determined to earn first-team football. Charlton's former academy manager Paul Hart, who promoted Gomez to the under-18s as a 13-year-old, also helped convince the youngster to turn down Chelsea. The Telegraph add in the summer of 2015, Liverpool beat Chelsea, Arsenal, RB Leipzig and Hoffenheim to his signature as Gomez was apparently convinced he would receive first-team opportunities at Anfield. 3:45 p.m. Manchester United profited from Chelsea's move for Danny Drinkwater. ESPN claimed the former United Academy product had a sell-on clause in his contract at Leicester. As a result, United received a portion back of the £40 million they paid Chelsea for Nemanja Matic just weeks before. It was not revealed, though, how much of the £30 million Chelsea paid Leicester went to United.